It was a cold evening when Anna stumbled upon the old auction house while searching for antique furniture. Among the dusty relics, a peculiar wooden chair stood out with intricate carvings of unknown symbols. Despite its eerie design, she felt an unexplainable attraction and bid for it, winning with surprising ease. The auctioneer warned her it had been returned numerous times, claiming it brought misfortune. Ignoring the warning, Anna purchased the chair, believing it would be the perfect centerpiece for her studio apartment. As the movers loaded it into her truck, the chair seemed heavier than expected, though it was just wood. The carvings on the armrests felt strangely warm to her touch, as though alive. Unnerved but dismissive, she drove home with the chair in tow. That night, as she slept, the chair creaked, though no one was seated. Anna placed the chair in her living room near the fireplace, admiring its craftsmanship. She took a picture and shared it online, gaining mixed reactions, with some praising it while others expressed unease. Later, as she prepared dinner, a scraping sound echoed as if something had shifted. Returning to the living room, she found the chair slightly turned toward her. Thinking it was the uneven floor, she laughed it off. That night, her cat, Luna, avoided the chair entirely, hissing whenever she approached it. Anna felt a chill run down her spine as she noticed claw marks on the floor beneath it. Exhausted, she decided she was overthinking and went to bed, leaving the chair in the dark. Anna's sleep was disturbed by vivid dreams of a dark forest where the chair stood alone under a blood-red moon. Shadows danced around it, whispering in a language she didn't understand. One shadow stepped closer, revealing a gaunt, hollow-eyed figure that gestured for her to sit. Terrified, she resisted, but her body moved involuntarily toward the chair. Just as she was about to sit, she woke up drenched in sweat, her heart pounding. She glanced at the chair, now faintly illuminated by the moonlight, its carvings appearing deeper and more pronounced. Though shaken, she convinced herself it was only a nightmare. Unaware, Luna sat by the door, growling lowly at the chair. The next morning, Anna discovered scratches on her bedroom door, as though something had tried to claw its way inside. Luna stayed close to her, more agitated than ever. Uneasy, Anna cleaned the scratches and decided to investigate the chair. Running her fingers along the carvings, she noticed they formed a pattern resembling a face, glaring back at her. She attempted to research the symbols but found nothing online or in the library. As she sat on the chair to take a closer look, a sharp pain shot through her back, forcing her to stand up immediately. The chair seemed to hum softly, almost as if it were alive. While grocery shopping, Anna overheard an old man warning another shopper about a cursed artifact recently auctioned. Intrigued, she approached him and described the chair. His face turned pale as he whispered, "The silent chair?" He explained it was crafted from a tree struck by lightning, known to harbor restless spirits. He warned her to burn it before it claimed her soul. Anna dismissed his tale as superstition, but couldn't shake the fear his words planted. Returning home, she found the chair moved to the center of the room, though she'd left it by the window. The air around it felt colder, and a faint scent of burnt wood lingered. That night, Anna stayed up late watching television, avoiding the chair entirely. As the clock struck midnight, a loud knock echoed through her apartment, though she wasn't expecting anyone. When she opened the door, no one was there, but she noticed muddy footprints leading inside. stopping abruptly near the chair. Panicked, she checked all windows and locks, finding nothing out of place. Luna began to growl, her fur bristling as she stared at the chair. Anna's breath hitched as the chair emitted a faint creaking sound, though the room was still. Grabbing her phone, she called a friend to come over, but the line cut off with static. For the first time, she felt trapped. Unable to sleep, Anna kept the lights on, watching the chair from across the room. As the hours dragged on, shadows seemed to shift unnaturally, gathering around the chair. Whispers began to fill the silence, unintelligible but menacing. Desperate, she turned on music to drown them out, but the whispers grew louder, overlapping like a crowd of angry voices. Suddenly, the chair tilted forward as if someone had sat down. Anna screamed and ran to her bedroom, locking the door. Luna followed, scratching at the door until Anna let her in. She sat on her bed, clutching the cat, as the whispers continued faintly outside. By morning, Anna's friend, Mike, arrived after she frantically called him again. She told him everything, but he was skeptical, brushing it off as sleep deprivation. To humor her, he inspected the chair, jokingly sitting on it. The moment he did, his expression changed, and his body froze. Mike muttered something under his breath in a language Anna didn't recognize before abruptly standing and walking to the door. Snapping out of the trance, he was confused and claimed he felt dizzy. Anna, horrified, begged him to help her get rid of the chair, but he dismissed her concerns as paranoia. She was left alone again, the chair's presence heavier than ever. Desperate, Anna searched online for ways to cleanse haunted objects and found a simple banishing ritual. Gathering salt, candles, and sage, she set up a circle around the chair. As she chanted, the room grew colder and the flames on the candles flickered violently. The chair began to creak and the carvings appeared to move, twisting into grotesque faces. A gust of wind extinguished the candles, and the sage burnt out prematurely. Anna felt something push her backward, breaking the circle. The chair stood untouched, as if mocking her futile attempt. Terrified, she fled the room, leaving the items scattered on the floor. That night, Anna woke to find her bedroom door ajar, though she distinctly remembered locking it. The chair was now in her room, positioned directly across from her bed. A dark figure sat on it, its form barely visible but radiating malice. Anna froze, unable to scream as the figure rose and moved toward her. Luna hissed and darted under the bed as the air grew unbearably heavy. Just as the figure reached her, it vanished, leaving the chair empty again. Anna gasped for breath, her body trembling as she realized this was no longer just a haunted chair, it was a gateway. Determined to uncover the chair's origins, Anna contacted the auction house. The manager reluctantly revealed it had been found in the ruins of a burned-down manor, where a cult had performed rituals. The chair was believed to hold the essence of a powerful entity they had summoned but failed to control. Furious at the lack of disclosure, Anna demanded they take it back, but the manager refused, claiming no one would touch it. Realizing she was on her own, she resolved to destroy the chair, regardless of the risks. She gathered tools, steeling herself for the task ahead. Armed with a sledgehammer and gasoline, Anna dragged the chair to an abandoned lot late at night. Every step felt like a battle, as the chair seemed to grow heavier with each move. Under the moonlight, she swung the hammer with all her might, but it bounced off the chair as though striking steel. Frustrated, She doused it in gasoline and lit a match. The flames roared to life but extinguished unnaturally fast, leaving the chair untouched and pristine. A low, guttural laugh echoed around her, sending chills down her spine. Her determination wavered as she realized this was no ordinary object. It could not be destroyed by human hands. Returning home defeated, Anna collapsed onto her couch, drained and hopeless. As she sat there, she felt an invisible force pulling her toward the chair. She fought against it, but her limbs moved involuntarily, dragging her closer. When she touched the chair, visions flooded her mind. Rituals, blood sacrifices, and the entity's creation. Her body stiffened as the entity's whispers filled her ears, urging her to surrender. Luna scratched her hand, snapping her out of the trance just in time. Gasping for breath, she realized the chair wasn't just cursed, it was alive, and it wanted her as its next victim. Realizing she needed stronger help, Anna contacted a local occult expert, Father Elias. He arrived with ancient texts, holy water, and tools for exorcism. The moment he stepped into the apartment, the chair began to vibrate violently, the air thick with malevolence. Elias instructed Anna to stay back as he began chanting in Latin, splashing holy water onto the chair. The carvings on the chair glowed red, and a deafening scream filled the room. Shadows lashed out at Elias, knocking him to the ground. With his last ounce of strength, he plunged a blessed dagger into the chair, causing an explosion of light that knocked them both unconscious. Anna woke up to find the chair reduced to ash, the oppressive energy gone. Father Elias, though injured, confirmed the entity had been banished, but warned her that remnants of its power could linger. Grateful yet wary, Anna disposed of the ashes in a river far from her home. Luna seemed calm for the first time in weeks, curling up peacefully on Anna's lap. Despite the ordeal, Anna couldn't shake the feeling that something was still watching her. That night, as she prepared for bed, she heard a faint creak behind her. Turning slowly, she saw nothing, but the shadow of a chair flickered briefly on the wall. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel for more new videos.